We are now live, the August 28th, 2015, Small Business Accounting Advisors. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. So we've had lots of conversations pre-showtime today. What should we start with? Do we want to start with client onboarding? Do we want to start with Quicken being discontinued? Quicken?
Yeah, let's talk about Quicken for now.
You know, I'm kind of wondering if they're willing to get rid of, you know, an original product. What would they be willing to do with QuickBooks Desktop?
Did I laugh? Did anybody see me?
So are they really going to get rid of Quicken? I mean, I like Quicken for personal.
And I know a lot of people that do. I know, and I understand, although it's been a very long time since I've played around with Quicken, that it does the investments much better than QuickBooks.
It does investments much better, yeah. If you have mutual funds in that, it tracks them. You download to it, and it's fantastic.
They just laid off, Intuit just laid off another 300 people. I wonder if
I know they get.
In addition to the 400 that they laid off earlier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hope that they kill the self-employment too.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Quicken and self-employed. They've got so many products that do cross. There's Mint. Mint is great for small personal stuff.
Right.
I don't know how it does with the investments though.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Maybe they're gonna, like, wouldn't it have made more sense to merge Mint and Quicken and kind of pull that together using the best of each thing?
Yes, but I have seen Quicken. Quicken to me is, I always see people joining Quicken tax time. When they go to get their tax forms or when they're getting their TurboTax or whatever, they'll give you specials on Quicken at the same time. So a lot of people, you know, and it's only like 35 hours or something cheap like that. So a lot of people have gone for it, and I still hear people that are using the versions from 2011, 2009.
Oh yeah, 2005.
So I don't know what's going to happen with all of those people. They're going to, you know,
Well, they'll just stay with their old version. That's part of the problem with having a desktop solution, because people can buy it and it can work almost forever. Now, you can't bank feed into it after 3 years and things like that, but people can have multiple data files in it. They can have personal, they can have 2 or 3 different businesses, and that's why they're going to the QBO, because every single data file is another QBO subscription. And
right.
People break it. And I'll bet that you will see that come next January, they're really going to push a simple QBO to all those people that have had Quicken.
Or Mint.
You know what they need to do on like QBO is to have like a discount, like if you've got 2 or more companies that you'd get this second or third one at a discount rather than paying full freight.
I agree.
Why?
I agree.
Why?
But they won't make as much money, which is
that's why they want to go with the QBO, is because it's in the long. If you look at it over time, it's going to cost more money.
That's right.
That's
right, but in terms of pushing people off the desktop, you know, once they're pushed off the desktop, then they can jack up the prices again. But you know, as a strategy for, you know, encouraging adoption, because one of the biggest complaints is, well, I got to pay this, you know, for each subscription. If they were to give you kind of a discount, you know, if you've got more than one company and they give you a discount on the second or third one, that might encourage you to abandon the desktop and get on to the QBO.
Did anybody read the little Pro Advisor changes update thing? They're getting rid of that discount we get for multiple licenses.
They're trying to force us to do the wholesaling.
I saw that.
I'm like, well, why?
They're going to force us all to 0.
No kidding. Thank God I signed up for Zero when they first came in. I just need to get my certification and then I'm good.
Joanne, do you have your earphones?
Yeah,
No.
I just got sit down. Hold on.
I had to bust on the earphone person.
How is it that we can tell now? Like, why all of a sudden we have to have headphones to do this?
Hey, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
has just joined us. Well, Google, I don't know, ever got to be where it was supposed to be, and now they're pulling resources from it. So I don't expect it to get much better, and I know some people that are doing Hangouts that are considering using another platform beside Google.
Well, Steve Dotto, he did Blab or something like that. Yeah.
I love Blab.
Yeah. Have you used it?
Oh, I thought I thought you were joking. Blab? I mean, is that the name?
No.
That works with Vlog.
I've been inside of. I've watched several of them. I do have an account there, and I'm getting ready to actually be broadcasting and do a few of them myself. But it's a really, really good platform. The only downside of it is that you only start with 4 people.
That's the free version?
No, it's just what happens is that you have you start off with 4 people blabbing, okay, talking. But the cool part about it is that whoever watches, say if Gina goes out, somebody else can join.
Yeah.
And then there's 4 other people inside there, so you can kind of go in and out. But the stream, the quality stream is really good. Yes. And it's like integrated with like Twitter, like you can click and easily like tweet.
Wow, that's awesome.
Pretty much like everybody is going in there. Like everybody's flocking in there, especially all the social media people and the coaches and stuff like that. They're all going over there. That's why Dotto's over there all the time. He's doing a ton of them.
I know.
And yeah, I actually went in. I sat in on one, and then I clicked and actually jumped in to be part of the conversation, and then jumped out and stuff. So it is kind of cool. So the good thing about it, if it was something that we would do like as the accounting community, it would be cool because more than just 10 of us could participate.
Was that with video cams?
Oh, so it's 4. It starts at 4.
It starts
and then
at
if
4.
One of those 4 pops out.
Yep, pops out. Somebody else can pop in.
Somebody else can pop in.
Yep. Yeah. So what they usually do is most people, how the format's been, is that 2 people will start it because you have to have 2 people to start blabbing, right? You start talking. You have to have a conversation. You have to have at least 2 people. So then, what a lot of times what they do, especially if they're experts, running we want to talk about whatever, somebody would come in to ask a question. So that person would come in to introduce themselves, ask their question, then people would talk about it, and then they would pop out. And then somebody else would pop in and ask another question. And so it depends. So you could easily have like 100 people coming into the 4 squares, depending on how many people you have watching your event.
So once you've popped in, you never really pop out. You're just not on the screen.
Right. Yep. You can be in the chat area.
You're in the chat area.
Can you be watching watching what's going on, and then you want to jump?
Yep. So everybody can watch. Everybody can see. Everybody can see when there's a join. There's like a little join thing when somebody jumps off. And even if you start the feed, you can actually be one of the persons to jump off and let somebody else on. But you still have control of who actually sits in the seat and who doesn't. It's really cool. Yeah.
Joanne, you should do one. Do a demo of one.
Yeah,
I'll do one. If you go over to blab.im, go over there and set up an account, and you'll be able to kind of see who else is on there. Just like it is with any other platform, look at your connections and see if you can find people on there, and just start looking at. Yeah, it is really cool.
Blab.im.
These little bubbles, they're like little bubbles on the side, when people talk and what have you. Pretty cool. I sat in on Steve's the other day, this week, Wednesday evening or something like that, and I thought that was really cool.
Have you?
Yeah.
This is a little bit different but somebody I know was 75-year-old, kind of passed away suddenly a week ago, and the way they're announcing it is with an announcement on Facebook, and they're counting up how many people liked the announcement to figure out how many people are going to come to the memorial.
That's a little dangerous.
Does that sound really strange to you? It seems really strange.
Yeah.
It would depend on the generation. If it was someone younger, I would say yes, but somebody at 75,
Or it's not the person that.
People are going to be not know about it, and they're going to be really hurt.
I agree.
It's
I
not the
think
people.
so.
It's not the person that passed away. It's the person that's planning the memorial. If that person is a young person, and they are into the social media thing, then that person thinks, "Oh, this is the way to do it."
Well, right, and the thing is all the people that knew the woman who passed away did not know her two sons.
Oh,
Her
yeah.
sons and her family did not know all the people that knew her.
Right, right. Now, I know someone that just did this for a wedding, and she was younger. She was 30. She made the announcement over Facebook and said, "This is the only announcement you're going to get. Please RSVP me." She did get some RSVPs, but some of her friends did not get the message.
That's true.
That would have been, that would have gone to the wedding, did not.
Yeah.
Maybe she did that on purpose, Gina.
Somebody's going to have to come up now and write, if you're going to do that on Facebook, kind of like an SOP, standard operating procedure, for how you reach the people you want to reach, I think. I love all the new media, but you miss a lot of people that way. So,
Right. I agree. I could see doing an obituary and a Facebook, but not simply a Facebook alone.
I have a question on this blab.
interesting.
Could you use that like doing training? Can you share screens, or is it just blabbing?
I'm not sure. I don't think I think you might be able to share your screen, but it's for the public. It's not private. There's no private stream, so when you
so anybody could just sort of jump in on a private conversation.
Yep. So there's no privacy. It's blab. It's blab. All public, and anybody can hop in. You can block somebody, like if he's being a troll, but you have to. It's right now. It's the way they're touting it is it's all public.
All blab all the time.
So if you wanted to search for a conversation, you could just go in and search, and then they would pop up these different blabs.
Yep, all different topics. Yeah, if you go over there, it has like different topics like technology, business, health.
So
cooking.
I wouldn't be able to prevent other people than accounting people to come into this.
You can promote it. You can promote it and everything, but you can control at any time who comes into the 4 squares.
Okay.
But you can't.
That sounds like a lot of work, though.
But you can't control who comes into the chat area, and just chats. It's basically it's basically like the people that are sitting right here watching on YouTube Live or watching on Google. You can't control those people who watch. And want to ask questions and stuff, but it's a way to, I don't know, a lot of people are heading over there, and every single one that I've been on, even the smaller ones, they at least get, 20 to 30 people inside to watch their blab.
I'll bet you they start they'll probably add that functionality, maybe charge you for it.
Well, right now they're guaranteeing that at least for the next 2 years there is no charge.
So what would you
They're
use?
saying
Free.
Well,
What we're doing right now, Sarah. Except I'm not sure
Without the video, it's just talking? Is it video?
Do you want me to go over there and show you it right now?
There's a video out there. I'm just watching it.
Sure,
Do you want me to go show you it now?
Yeah, sure.
There's a
Alright,
YouTube video.
hang on,
out there
let me call it up.
I don't know that I'd like to invite the regular people that come on to our Hangouts first before putting it out there for the public.
Right.
And if there's only 4 people allowed at a time, you're going to get filled up very fast.
Right.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if I click on like marketing, okay. So here's some people. Let's just see. Being silly, having fun. Be yourself, not a copycat on social media. So let's just click on this.
Okay.
Wow. So we are live streaming Blab on a live stream.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, so
That looks
all
like
these people are inside there.
So I see what you mean by the 4 squares now.
Yeah.
And plus you must really use chat a lot too.
97 viewers, 16 watching.
I'm gonna meet all the. Okay, so I just muted all these people. So
You meet yourself?
yeah. So there's 97 viewers. Okay, 16 people now watching means that 97 people said that they were going to watch it. There's 16 people in here right now chatting, and here's all their icons, all their avatars, and I'm in the room right here. And so, like, anytime you want to, you can click on this guy and like follow him. There, I just followed him. So that's how you follow him. Right here's the Twitter stuff. You can tweet this broadcast. And you can actually post people. This is where everybody's posting comments and stuff.
Huh.
So if one of these people leaves, then I could click on the button to go in and request to come in and be on online live.
So it's more like a chat room, but with video.
Yep. Yeah. And then so like down here, you see where these numbers are. Like if I click on this, you see more how my avatar shows up. I'm like giving her applause.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm giving him applause.
And you have no idea what they're saying right now.
No, I'm just giving him applause.
Well, is that something that could be incorporated with the hang? You know, like the chats on used to be on SOB, they're now on Facebook. It'd be nice to have the videos.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, like you said, you could. There's so many different purposes that you could basically use that, but. I mean, you know what I mean? You got four people in there. You can bring anybody else into the conversation.
So it's only four at a time. Have
four at a time, Brady Bunch style. But as soon as one leaves, then it becomes a blank box, and there's a join me button, and you just click to join. So that would send a message to the person who started the Hangout or started the Blab, and they could say whether they want you to come in or not.
So much more moderation. Yes.
But I was thinking how the like on your Friday chat, if you had the webcams and it could be more interactive.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well,
is that something you can do with Facebook, or is that something that?
What do you mean? What do you mean do it with Facebook? It's its own application. It's outside of. It's just you go to the website blab.im. There's nothing to do with Facebook.
Okay, I was just thinking that maybe you should mention it to Eric, see if he would have thought of it.
You can mention it to Eric, but I don't think they like to take anything off of what they're doing right now. So.
Is that right?
Oh,
yeah. Hang on just a second. I'm sorry, what?
I'm going upstairs.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that with me.
You didn't share it with you. We shared it with everybody.
We shared it with everybody.
Across America.
What's upstairs?
Is that your daughter?
What's that?
So what's upstairs?
Yeah, his man cave.
Oh.
His man cave. Yeah, no, I don't. As far as I know, they just want to keep it inside of the Facebook group. If that's something they want to spread out to do, I plan on doing my own outside of SOB or whatever. So, but yeah, because not everybody is into that much technology. Not everybody wants to go in and learn another platform or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm one that I like to learn the platforms because that's that's how I make money, is showing people how to use the platforms and meeting new people. You're meeting new people, new connections, and learning a ton of stuff along the way. That's this one and the other one that's been really huge has been Periscope.
That's brand new too.
Yeah, I've been on Periscope and just learning so much about, and just all of a sudden finding all these people that I've been following on Twitter that I've never really connected with before, that I'm connecting with it on a totally different level now.
What's,
Wow.
what's Periscope?
Get on there. I mean, what is it? Periscope.com or?
Nope, it's all on your phone. It's a mobile app. Periscope is basically live video streaming that's attached to Twitter. So like right now, I could go on and I could do a Periscope of this group, videotaping my computer, and people would follow me and chat with me. It's like live interaction, and you talk to them and they chat back at you. But
So how many people can you talk to at one time?
Well, it's however many people come.
Platforms can you? Well, I'm being facetious.
Yeah.
Well, Kim Kardashian
Well, and again, it's
talk to 1 million.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and the thing is that Periscope is there's different uses for them. Like Periscope is meant to be more for their tagline is see the world from everyone else's eyes or from other people's eyes. So the idea of the Periscope is to be able to say if Dennis is out at a lake fishing, he could say I'm out at so and so lake fishing, and then showing the view of where he is.
Or in case he wants to go skydiving at any point.
Yeah.
Or if somebody's following you.
I would never go skydiving.
If somebody's following you, you could be like, okay, people, somebody's following me.
Yeah.
Y'all need to,
And the other
help
thing
me
is,
out.
too, and what they've been doing, too, is that everybody's kind of turned it around a little bit to using it more for businesses. There's people that are doing, they're doing live trainings right online. There's this one lady I absolutely love. I can't remember her handle, but she does this. She calls it the 5-minute social slam. So you go into her Periscope, and then you retweet her Periscope so that she can tell, that you want to be in the contest. And she pulls your name, and then she will go to your website, and she will, slam it for 5 minutes. And tell you what's wrong with it. Or she'll do your Facebook page, or she'll do your Twitter profile, or your LinkedIn profile, and she just slams you for 5 minutes, but everybody loves it because they want to know what they're doing wrong. So,
I'd like to know what I'm doing wrong, just not publicly.
Wow.
The public community.
If you want I was going to say.
It gets publicity for your website.
I guess that's true. No publicity is bad publicity.
Yeah. So there's people out there that are showing off their wares, and they're how much they know about. They're creating their authority. They're building their brand and creating their authority by having people listen to them while they're talking and interacting with people on Periscope. So they're kind of two different types of video platforms that everybody's starting to get into now.
Well, let us
probably
know
why
when you do
Google
your
is dropping his balls.
right. Well, let us know when you're doing your blab. I'd like to blab with you.
Yeah.
Joanne.
I saw different topics. I mean, were there already other business? What kind of topics were available when you popped into?
Oh, there's so many of them. I mean, it's like you just go underneath.
Can you pop in without being a member?
Nope, you have to just sign up. It doesn't take. I think you just connect it with your Twitter account, is what it is.
Yeah, thank God I have a personal Twitter and a business Twitter.
Yeah.
So I would just come at my business Twitter.
I mean, they have general business, marketing, social media, interviews, life coaching, comedy, self-improvement. Pretty much, there's just all different kinds. Some people are random, chatting about nothing.
The 17 people that were across the top.
Yep.
Could you hear them, or only on the feed on the right?
No, you can't hear them. They don't talk to each other. They chat with text like we are in the sidebar.
Which is the feed on the right.
Yep.
The only ones who can talk are
the ones in the four. Yep. Yep.
But if a fifth one wants to talk, one of the four would have to get out?
Correct. Yep.
That would never work with this group.
Sure wouldn't. We don't have enough spaces now as it is.
Well, that's what you call about taking turns. It's kind of like getting in the hot seat. So it would be kind of cool where you would be like, Misha could get in there because she's got something she wants to bitch about, and so she'd get in there, or she'd say, I have this problem, then she would get out, and then Yvette could pop in and come up with an answer, or you know what I mean? You could all. It just depends on.
Put your hand up.
Yeah.
$26. Yes.
$26.
You missed that, Joanne.
I'll tell you about that one, Joanne.
All right.
You call it a plug.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, I can see it would have its place. I'm having a hard time keeping up these days. I'm
Yeah.
having what's called friction.
Friction.
I call it overload. Circuits are
Friction is
overloaded.
when you're using a program or platform and something happens that you didn't expect it to happen, and we'll use QuickBooks Online. I get lots of friction from QuickBooks Online.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
especially with their new register. I like their new register, but they didn't tell anybody that you add transactions at the top now instead of the bottom.
It makes no sense.
Tina, I called you about that. I was going crazy looking for that thing.
And the worst part is when you go on and you look at the register, you scroll down to the bottom to do it, you lose that ability to add the new transaction at the top once you scroll down. So you're like, where do I go? What do I do? It does kind of make sense at the top to me, but after you're used to using it at the bottom, please let people know, because they're automatically going to go to the bottom and then not see how to do it. And then there you are playing Where's Waldo again.
I'm glad I only have 2 people on that. Thank God. I actually, can you believe this? And this is going to be on live TV. I don't care. But I moved somebody from QBO to Wave accounting. How's that?
Wow.
And it was an improvement.
Oh.
Slam.
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 Yeah.
No, actually, it was actually happened. I'm just kidding. It was actually happened before they came up with their solution for the PayPal stuff. You know how the PayPal syncing was always messed up, and
Right.
we got so sick of it, we just moved her to Wave.
Yep.
Works much better, huh?
So you don't have to do anything. You just log on, check your balance. Okay, everything else is syncing. It automatically categorizes it. It doesn't think it knows. I still can't get that right. I'm telling you, I have one client that I still cannot get. I don't care how many times they attempt to set up a rule. It just
Doesn't do it, huh?
It doesn't do it. It will rename every single transaction.
Per that rule, yes, it will.
No, it
will.
makes no sense.
I tried to do a rule for Wawa. Anything over $25 is gas. Anything under that is probably coffee and a sandwich. And I finally did get it to work. But you also have to do, in addition to the rule, you have to do contains. So you have to put the name in the contains to be able to, so it doesn't rename every transaction that. So not only do you have to tell it what account to use, but you have to put the name in the contains field. Did I lose everyone on that?
I understand. I was trying to do something similar with Xero, and I couldn't. It was like set up a bank rule, and I've got this client that, first of all, they didn't have a CSV file, so I had to create CSV files from the PDF files.
Ugh.
You know, with Adobe, you can extract and send it to Excel, and it seemed like it was doing something where it wouldn't. Like I was trying to do something that had like PayPal in the the string in the description, and I couldn't seem to pull it out to create a bank rule.
Lost Joanne. I think she froze for us. She got so excited over QBO that she left us. I'm sorry, Dennis. But yeah.
I'm just saying, I think that, Xero is, unless there was something wrong with the conversion from PDF to Excel in terms of the text field, where it wasn't, because in theory I could pull out the PayPal or whatever else other, because it's the guy's he's mixing his business account with personal stuff, and so I've got stuff like Safeway and Domino's Pizza and this kind of stuff in the strings, and I'm trying to put those to draws, and I wanted to create a rule where if contained, safe way that it would, code it to personal draws.
So Joanne said, sorry, Intuit must have heard me.
Yeah.
Come back, Joanne. No, it's the Google gods that did that, not Intuit. Yes.
Hopefully Intuit doesn't watch this hangout. There.
Oh, I'm sure that they do, Dennis. I'm sure that they do.
You'll get some real life, some real honest
sometimes
feedback.
I wonder. Oh my gosh, who is in charge?
Nobody.
I'm sorry. I have an off-topic rant. I can't stand these stupid emails I'm getting about for the ProAdvisor. Something's wrong with your account. Click here to fix it, and it's coming from some damn thing in Egypt or some
Mine's
shit.
going into spam. Because I thought, how come everybody's getting this stuff and I only get a couple?
The thing is, I got a thing today from them, so I know that one was legit. But I just got another one saying something like they've locked out my account. Of course, the first thing I'm gonna do, because I got it on my phone, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log in to see where the email's coming from on my, on my email, and I'll see that the name, this person's name, doesn't match and like all of this stuff. So I'm just sick of it. It's just starting to annoy me. If you can't control that, come on now.
Yeah, but it's not Intuit.
But they've got.
Somebody was bitching this morning on somewhere I was reading about I keep sending it to spoof whatever, and why can't Intuit control it? Intuit has no control over this stuff. Somebody's got the ProAdvisor's emails. And it's a
and the QuickBooks ProAdvisor. They have the logos. They have the way.
Yeah, but that's all public stuff. You can get that
everything.
anywhere.
Yeah, you can pick that up anywhere. It has nothing to do with Intuit.
It's just that it makes it extremely annoying because you don't know what's real and what isn't.
But you hover your mouse over some of it, and it's just like some of the stuff's just hysterical.
Oh yeah, but then you get the
I know this one.
Domain
this one is from RKC at minnehahacounty.org.
Right. I mean, duh.
That's their new outsourcer.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's just because sometimes you're in the middle of something and you see it and you don't think to,
it catches your eye. Yes, it does.
Well,
Yes,
sometimes you'll get these scareware threat, like you're on some website or doing something, and all of a sudden you get this, warning that,
Your computer is about to explode.
Thinking about, like,
So
it's just automatic.
I just do a Control-Alt-Delete and get rid of it,
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. We lost Donna and we lost Katrina. I don't know what's happening.
Google watching y'all. Google said y'all need to stop talking about that other. Y'all are cheating on me with these other pop-up videos. I'm just gonna drop all y'all. Watch.
Well, I'm glad we can laugh. And James says he's still here.
He's incognito.
Talking about Intuit, I was reading an article this morning about, where did I find this article? It's Trump talking about simplifying the IRS, and it went off. I clicked on something and went off on a tangent, but something about that this year has gotten so complicated that it's really hurting the poor. In other words, even the simplest tax returns, people are going to have to go to a preparer. And they said that H&R Block and Intuit lobbied not to make it simple. I mean,
because they want more sales.
Exactly, and I have been working with Intuit since the Quicken DOS days.
Right, that's
disappointing. To the point that I don't want to be involved with them anymore as a company.
Well, maybe we should buy stock and make money.
Yeah. So, I was talking to Mark last night. I said, because I've been joking with a lot of people that like I have my favorite Georgia Department of Revenue agent that I always call when I need help, and he's a little older than I am, and I'm like, if you ever retire, I'm retiring, or I have my favorite bookkeeper that's so good. I was like, if you retire, I'm retiring. And so the thought of going to a whole other platform and learning all these other products when I can use desktop in my sleep, yes, I need to be flexible, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. Part of me is like, well, when they finally dissolve desktop, I'm retiring.
Right,
but
right.
I may have,
although
10 more years and then 10 more years. I don't know.
Here's what's going to happen. There's a lot of players out there, and watching Seth's Zoho hang out, that impressed me a lot. And what impressed me a lot about that was the suite. You don't have to leave Zoho to do all the things you need.
And I
can get a handle on pricing. It's like every little component has a per user charge, and how that can really add up, because they, as they said, their market's enterprise level, So I don't know. I guess if you just use a couple of the products.
Well, there could be a real synergy between their CRM and their accounting, because I think CRM is probably really underutilized for small companies, and it can be really beneficial if you're a service type company or a company that has like a lot of clients or customers.
Or somebody growing.
Yeah.
Going from small to mid-size. There's a lot of growing pains involved in that.
I can see where it'd be really helpful to have the CRM, like the invoices and CRM, see where if it's been paid or whatever, to be able to hop right over to the accounting without having to get into say.
Didn't Intuit have something for a short period of time? It was pretty cool. It was Client Manager or something.
That was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that was like
2012,
where it had the leads and that.
Yeah, I actually tried using that.
I tried using it too, but I abandoned it. I don't remember why.
I don't remember why.
Because I had to put stuff. You had to put stuff in, so it was another level of I gotta do data entry and get this in here.
Right. You're right. Although
the interface,
you could change it from a prospect to a client just with the push of a button.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was.
I don't know. I honestly think somebody over at Intuit is either just randomly trying out some social drugs, and they are just, they don't remember what they did the day before because they were trying something else, and this is why everything is all over the place. That's just a theory. I don't know. But then again, I'm invoking unicorns and rainbows to fix the damn balance sheet too. So,
Well, you want to tell us about the balance sheet that lost $26.97?
Yeah, and that, certain.
How does a balance sheet lose $26.97? Because if it's if it's not balanced, it's not a balance sheet. It's just a sheet.
It's a correct.
There you go.
It's semi-balanced.
It's an unbalanced sheet.
But the thing is,
every piece of paper in the world.
The liabilities are higher than the assets. So I got a lot of work to do.
Oh, I can find it. Oh, you have.
I know. That's why I was calling you.
Oh, that's why you were calling me.
Call me back. I knew you would have solved it in like 5 seconds, but after I hung up from the CPA, I was so marshmallow and vodka driven. You guys have no idea. So I called Sarah.
I had a client that gave me a QuickBooks balance sheet that was unbalanced, and my solution was just to plug the tax return. I wasn't.
Well, yeah, it's the tax people. You guys drive me crazy.
Hi, Donna, you're back. Can you hear us?
So what happened to Joanne?
Joanne? Okay.
She didn't say, did she?
She said ruh-roh. Yeah, no, she said she thought that Intuit kicked her off.
I have a question. I have a question.
Coach with Google Plus now.
I have a question.
Okay.
I'm getting the emails or text messages from the Hangout on my Pebble Watch, but it's not showing up in the chat. Is there something outside of the chat that's going on with?
Yeah, it's a Hangout app.
The Hangout chat is different from the mobile app chat. That's different from the.
Group?
Yes. Yes.
Because I just thought it was kind of strange. I'm getting these, like I said, I'm getting these email or these texts on my Pebble Watch from
It just
people
wants you
in-
to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
guess
And the
these
funny
little-
thing is, I happen to have. They upgraded Hangout on the phone.
Susan says asking to invite people.
Yeah, to invite people. She's probably doing her own.
She's in her own.
Yeah.
What is this?
Joanne, you're back, girl. There she is.
There she is.
See, Joanne, that's what you get for talking about
I talk some
outside
smack.
video things. Google don't like you now.
So James wants to know, Misha, did you check the file integrity?
No.
What was okay?
I know the file integrity is fine. It's a new file I just created and put the 2014 data in, and we've been using it. I think it might be just either a number is transposed or
No. It's not. No. 2 and 2 is 4 in QuickBooks unless there's a bad record.
Yeah,
Right,
it's gonna-
I
it's gonna-
agree.
it's gonna
Your
force the
balance
balance.
sheet is not unbalanced
verified?
unless data problem.
Yeah.
Verify
Can
the data.
we talk about that after.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I have a Bill.com dude calling me at 6:30, but he only has from 6:30 to 7. So
Oh, okay. I can
Can it-
do.
I'm
Can
not
it
going
verify?
anywhere.
Because I had
It's in whatchamacallit.
whenever I've tried to verify unbalanced balance sheets, it won't
Did you put it?
verify.
Did you put it in QBox for me?
I do. It's in my QBox. I'd have to give you access to that file.
You did give me access to. You just put a copy of it in my QBox.
And Joanne, where are you at? You look outside now. Fish is done?
Fish is done. I'm taking the doggy for his. He's dropping a deuce right now. You don't need to see that.
You never know what you get on our hangout.
Really?
And I actually got to head back to the office because I left my charger at the office.
Ugh.
And I will not be able to get any work done this weekend with my laptop dead.
I can relate to that. I lost my power cord on my laptop. I have just been having one electrical problem after another on my equipment.
Uh-oh.
I wanted a new laptop to go to Sleater anyway. So
This
do I
would be-
buy a new power cord or do I buy a whole new laptop?
Buy a new computer.
This wouldn't be a Windows laptop, would it?
Of course, it's a
Yeah.
Dell. It's a Dell
Oh.
Dud. This is the computer I named Kit Kat for Give Me a Break.
I love it.
And that was before Android came out with their names. They copycatted me.
Yeah.
Oh, did you sue him?
I should have. That's
This
the name of
isn't Windows 8, is it?
it. Is. It is. But you
Uh,
know what? I have to say, when my power was out and when my internet was down, Kit Kat did pull through for me. So I was starting to like it again. So what happens? It's not even. It's like a year and a half old, just out of warranty, and the stupid power cord.
Isn't
goes.
that always the way?
Googled it? How much is a power cord?
I don't know. I might buy a generic one. Or I might buy a new laptop, because on this particular laptop that's only a year and a half old, the enter button is broke because I keep trying to push it and make it go, and it just doesn't. So
That's
I might
funny.
just take a hammer to the whole thing. This will be therapeutic, actually, with that laptop.
That would be a good YouTube video.
Oh my
That's
god.
Gina. That's got potential to go viral. That could have been your for the future video.
True.
I can so relate. Has
Smash
anybody
the
seen?
laptop.
Oh my gosh! Have you seen this commercial where the guy goes into, I think it's Domino Pizzas, and he's
his
got
hands-
computers on
The
his
two
arms?
computers are his hands are
he
right
says
through
so
the computers.
much better than trying to order pizza online. That's how I felt with my laptop.
I actually need to buy a laptop, but I want a Windows 7 laptop. Those are obsolete, are they not?
Can you give them at Dell? You might be able to get it at Dell.
Yeah, you could probably look at the Dell Refurb or their outlet. You might be able to find one with 7 on it.
Because my laptop battery.
I'll wipe mine, and I'm gonna jump from 7 to 10. I think.
Really?
I'm gonna try to get a new laptop before Sleater.
Does QuickBooks work with 10?
They did. I saw a post about it, but I didn't read it. I think it might be compatible.
Because I just had a client was asking me today, and I was like, I never even. You're the first one who's asked me that because they're sending out those free upgrades, and she just upgraded to 10 automatically.
Oh. Well, that every client that I dial into, the first thing, there's that window, and it's so easy. Yep. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't want all my employees to. What's this?
Right.
Oh, that's so pretty. Let me just click on it.
Am I the only one that has a MacBook?
No, I got one.
Okay, because I love my MacBook Pro.
Well, let's put it this way. I have 4 Dell desktops at my office for myself and my staff, but for my to and from work in my home computer is my MacBook Pro.
Love my MacBook Pro.
So James is saying that 2015 works with Windows 10. Earlier versions may not.
Right. That's a thought.
Well, the good news is Dell is proprietary, so it doesn't even try to upgrade to Windows 10 on the
The
Dell
only thing
laptop.
about 10 that I'm disappointed is they took Media Player away.
I know they did.
And have some kind of watered down version. I like my Media Player.
Huh.
I would immediately, as soon as I buy a CD, put it up, and then I can put it on any other device that I have, But it is what it is.
Yeah. So, but my other computer started to upgrade automatically to 10, and the way I got it to stop was I declined to sign the agreement.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm getting the notices. Do you want to? Do you want to? The answer is no, no, no.
I know.
I use Windows 7 on the parallel side, and I like the Windows 7. I don't know.
I like the Windows 7
is
too.
good.
I don't know if I want to go 10 because my mom, when I bought her computer last year, she had Windows 8, and it's totally a different beast compared to 7.
Absolutely. And not better.
Like it. And my mom had a hard time getting used to it.
Oh,
it's like buying white marshmallows and realizing that they're pink.
I don't understand how it's an improvement if it's more complicated and it takes more clicks to do. This, to me, is not an improvement. Again, this is a disagreement I have. It seems to be with developers across the board.
Mm.
And with QBO and their new register thing, when you enter a new transaction, you used to be able to just put the amount where you wanted it. It's a deposit. You put it in the deposit window and put the account you want. No longer. You have to go to add a new transaction, drop the little button down. Is it a expense or is it a deposit? Well, that part's easy, but if you have like a liability account, like a line of credit or a loan account, and I do have some of those accounts that download just to bring in the interest automatically. Then it comes up and says, do you want to make a journal entry? I know clients that would freak out over that and not be able to do it. Simple, stupid interest would not be, something that they could do with a new, improved way of doing it.
I'm not laughing at you guys. What stuff running through my head?
James was talking about the new iPad's going to be 12 inches. Good God.
I swear, the phones are going to, soon the phones are going to be like a friggin' iPad.
My daughter, I just got her the latest iPad Air 2 that's, I don't know, it's small, and it's like the latest. It just came out last month. and she loves it.
I don't know that I want to do another 17-inch for a laptop. If I'm going to take a laptop, I'm going to be taking it around 17 inches is a little big.
The only reason I had gotten such a big laptop was because it had a full integrated
The number of
keyboard.
the keys.
That's
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah,
the number
exactly.
that was the only reason. I'm like, oh, perfect. This is great. I can.
But it doesn't fit in any of my laptop bags.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Well, I found one. I found the laptop bag that's heavy.
And then add 2 inches? Ugh. I'd have
What
to
do
get
you
my
have
first.
there?
I have an iPad, but I hardly ever use it. I mean, I use it maybe when I'm in bed to read emails, or I use my iPhone more than I do my iPad. But I don't work on the iPad. I don't work on the iPhone either. I just read emails. I like to work on my either, my big screen here, my Mac, or the iPad. When I'm traveling. I mean, not the iPad, but the MacBook Air.
Right.
I use my iPad for like an extra screen for when I want to binge watch Orange is the New Black or and I don't want to take up 2 of the screens I already have. I'll hook up my iPad and just watch and binge watch Netflix while I'm working.
Yeah, my iPad sits in my kitchen, so when I'm cooking, I put Pandora on and listen to some nice tunes.
Isn't it a shame that these things are now...
I was hoping you were going to say you were going to use it for a cutting board.
Are you kidding? Those devices cost so much money. That's too funny.
Oh my God.
There's a video. Have you seen that video?
Which one?
There's a video that's going out. You'll have to Google it on YouTube about man uses iPad for a cutting board, but some daughter gives her older father an iPad for
Oh, it's a commercial, yeah.
And he uses it for a cutting board.
Oh my, yes, I saw that. That is hysterical.
Thank you so much. I needed that.
That's funny.
So we have a choice of talking about Misha's unexpected call or client onboarding. We had such a great conversation.
Client onboarding.
Went on air.
Client onboarding. That was more a rant and not, I don't want to put the fact that, I don't like a certain category of folks at this moment because of that call. Out in public.
Well,
retro.
We'll start with I'll start with the onboarding. When a new client calls me, I take about an hour with them on the phone, and I have specific information that I ask in specific order. First thing is their contact information. I want to get that first off right away in case we're cut off, anything happens. I have a number to call them back. After that, I'll ask them a little bit of their accounting information. Do you have QuickBooks? What accounting package are you using? Tell me about your company. How are you organized? Are you an LLC? Are you an S Corp? When was the last time you did your taxes? That kind of, yeah. I know.
That question throws people for a loop sometimes. Like, they will be like, what does it mean to
Well, I'm
your
getting calls. My unexpected call was the same one that I get every single year. We're about due for S Corps, people that were on extension. Now, and they're doing.
I had a great one today. I had an email came in from a lady. Every single year it's the same thing. And she's like, are you still willing to do our S Corp? I know, and every year she's like, our computer froze. She's always got an excuse that the computer, she has to redo things, blah, 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 blah. So I told her, this was like 2 months ago, I said, well, I'm just giving you a heads up that my rule is if you don't have it to me by August 31st, there is no guarantees that I'm going to timely file.
Can you say $1,200 failure to file penalty at least?
Yeah, well, that's not my problem. I just tell them I'll do my best, but I am not working 20 hours, 20 hours a day for these idiots that can't get me the stuff on time. So she emails me back. And she said, well, I'm concerned about that. And I said, well, then you can go see somebody else who can do it for you. I don't know what to tell you.
Right, exactly. You should have been more concerned, like January.
Yeah.
And what month is this?
It's like just because you procrastinated and you're late doesn't make it an emergency for me.
Exactly.
So she came back and she says, okay, I will let you know how I make out over the weekend. I'm like, okay. The 31st is coming up soon.
That's exactly right. And that's exactly what happened to this guy. His accountant told him the same thing, and now he's coming to me. Oh, I just got all last year's information in. Can you help me? Can you look at it? Can you make sure it's right? And then he sends it to me this morning, and 15 minutes later calls me. Have you had a chance to look at it yet? No. I had other things planned today.
Yeah, I've got 3 clients that have their stuff due by the 15th, so. Also including me, I haven't done my S-Corp yet either.
Oh, Dennis.
Or due in 2 weeks?
I always wait till the last minute on my stuff.
Oh, me too.
Uh-oh.
So you guys know that that's all changing comes 2016, right?
Not all of them, not regular S-Corps.
S-Corps are now due April 15th, and 1065s are now due. It's all going to split.
We get more time.
Yeah, it'd be more time.
We get more time.
But they don't get it done.
No, S-Corps are
They actually,
1120 S's and 1120s are October 15th now. I mean, for extensions.
Well, that'd be good.
That's not good.
So the partnerships, and I think there's another one I can't remember. They're now due March 15th.
Well, that's always been due for partnerships. Partnerships and S-Corps and C-Corps have always been doing March 15th.
Partnerships are April.
Well, they must have changed it because it's always been March before.
Yeah.
No. Partnership, 1065s are always due April 15th. Yeah.
Not
I have the calendar.
Not in the past. They were due the 15th March.
Well, I don't know, but I've gotten the IRS thing calendar, and it always pops up and says that the 1065s are. No, 1065s. Wait, 1065s are now due in March. Come 2016. I'm getting it confused. It's flipped. Whatever it is now is switching.
Well, they've always been due on, and the reason for that is they give a month to get the Schedule K's to the 1040s.
Right.
So you get a month, Because
so
I've
the
always had
only ones that are due are 1120 and 1120S are due in March. Those are now going to be due in April. And 1065s that were due in April are now going to be due in March.
They were never due in April.
No, they've never been due in April.
1065s?
No.
Yeah.
I do 1065s, and I know, because it's like, and the reason for that is that you give the account, you get the K1s to the of another accountant doing the, so you give them a month, and so sometimes you have to file an extension on the 1040 because they don't give you the K1s, and you can't finish the return. So I know that for partnerships, S-Corps, and C-Corps, the extension is September 15th.
It's popping up.
It is about time. We are at the end of our show. We didn't get to talk about what I expected to, but hey, that's what happens around here. You get what you get.
Whatever's going on.
I'm never fast enough. If everybody's in here, I can't talk fast enough to get in.
Oh, Linda, did we miss something?
That's all right.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, when I first get on and there's 4 people.
Okay, you're first in line next week.
I was going to say, actually, I could show you one thing. Do I have it on? Yeah, let me show you one thing on my screen, just for the heck of it. I mentioned it. Screen share. What I want, share a set. There we go. Share that. Can you see that? Maybe
Okay.
not.
No, I didn't see
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Barton statements?
Yeah, and what I do is I list every single one of the statements.
Oh, got it.
What the date is going to be on that statement because they have to go online and they have to print them. And then these are the ones I'm going to need. I'm going to need for the appointment on Tuesday, September 8th. And these here are the statements that actually this is wrong. I actually sent him these already well, this is right for the next batch. The next batch I'll need them on Tuesday the 29th. So I just send that to them in an email, and that tells them which statements I need. Otherwise, you can't just tell them I need all your statements that are dated 8/31 because they can't remember them.
No, not at all. You're right. You do have to list each
So
one
then
of
I
them.
just take this and I copy it and I paste it into an email. And that's what I do. And I just have one of those for every client. So.
I'd put that list on Smart Sheets and then
Okay.
start a new month, and if it's, you can send them a reminder that can automatically remind them. You don't even have to tell them.
Right.
And they just attach it.
I do the same with Trello. Linda, I'll send you a couple of my Trello ones.
Okay.
That
Now,
I have.
both Trello and Smart Sheets extra, there's cost.
I'm just using the free version of Trello.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Doug Sleater was the one that turned me on to Trello, and I think it was during a hangout he had us all join and whatever. And
I remember that.
using it, and I really liked it. It really works for what I'm doing.
Yes.
Yeah, try it out.
I was thinking that's where I'm going to go over the weekend if I can get online with it. I don't seem to have a username and a password to get into Sleater, even though I'm a member there, so I'll give them a call on Monday. Maybe I can go online to one of maybe they have a group in LinkedIn or something.
But
So-
there is a free version. I mean, there is, until you, what is the pay version? I forget.
The paid version, the only reason why you would need a paid version has to do with the total amount of file size that you have saved up in there as far as like PDFs and stuff like that, and you get to put more pictures and stuff as the backgrounds for your boards. That's basically what the Trello Gold is.
Okay.
That's
So
Trello?
Trello, yes.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay, but I'm going to check out acceptance or engagement letters over at Sleater because I'm a member there and I know they must have some sample engagement letters.
Okay.
So, very good. Next week, huh?
Yes.
Are we going to be doing our other thing?
Yes, we can stay on for a little while. So let's end our broadcast for today. Same time, same place next week. We'll see you all there. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
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 Have a good weekend.
Bye.